Good morning, guys. Hope everybody is doing well. Well, did you guys hear about the Ghanaian pastor who unalived his trans husband? Well, I'm just finding out. So the story goes like this. Um, the Ghanaian pastor and his fiance, they were dating for quite some time. They decided to keep their relationship holy and abstain from sex, saving themselves for their wedding night. Only to get to their wedding night and to find out that the pastor had a man instead of a woman. He was a, I'm sorry, she was a he. So unfortunately, that Ghanaian pastor became so enraged, stabbing the trans husband over 40 times, unaliving him. The family members of the trans man had done him a disservice. Everybody keeping secrets should have went and told that pastor, I just want you to know that that's not my daughter. That's my son. Actually, he was born male. Nobody did that. Everybody was keeping their mouths shut. And there's some people in the congregation who knew as well. So can you imagine the betrayal that the pastor felt? Is it wrong for me to think that, yes, he should serve time for unaliving his trans husband, but I don't feel he should, do life because he was betrayed and he was deceived. That trans husband got with him under false pretenses, and his family members helped the charade. This is just so wrong on so many levels. It was unfortunately the worst catastrophe ever to be unalived on your wedding night because you lied. Trans men, note, you have a right to feel like you're a woman. You have a right to throw on a wig. Nobody's here to judge you but God. In the end, when God comes back, he's going to judge all that. But you don't have the right to deceive a heterosexual man. You don't getting into relationships under false pretenses, making that man think that you're actually a woman. You don't have that right. And there should be a law protecting heterosexual men against the deceit of a trans man. You guys are doing way too much. You busting into female sports, but you deceive yourself first by lying to yourself and telling yourself that you're a woman. You don't get a monthly. You can't get pregnant. You can't give birth to life. You're not a woman. You were born a man. That's who you are. Period. I don't care how many hormone pills. I don't care about the breast implants. I don't care if you slice it and cut it off. You still won't be able to do what we're able to do. There was another situation where the trans husband had the complete surgery. And when the man found out, he unalived him and said, no wonder why we never had any children. You see what your betrayal and your deceit can cause. And I guess these heterosexual husbands just go into like temporary insanity. You make them do things that they wouldn't have think of doing, like committing murder. That is the ultimate betrayal, and you don't have the right to do that to people. You don't have the right. I don't care how you feel. You don't have the right to do that. And if you're a woman like you say you are, stand on it and say, well, hey, when a heterosexual man approach you, tell them I was born a man. But you can't do that because you know the relationship wouldn't move forward. So you're a liar. You are a liar. It is so... The burden gets lighter when you're just honest up front. Burdens get lifted once you tell the truth. But how long do you think you can carry on with this lie? And the Ghanaian pastor, the husband didn't have a sex change. So you think a heterosexual man would want to see another penis in his bed besides his own? This has to stop. Thank God Kamala is not our president because she endorses all this foolishness. Thank God. I don't know if I'm wrong, but if I am wrong, God forgive me. But I feel like he shouldn't do life in jail. It should be a lighter sentence because he doesn't have a criminal background and because he was deceived. I'm not sure if I'm wrong. I don't know. It's just my personal feelings because I hate being betrayed. I hate being lied to. And I can only imagine because that trans husband killed the idea of her or him being his wife, killed the idea of him being the mother of his children, killed that whole idea. You made somebody fall in love. You killed the idea of him having a woman when you're actually a man. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments.